here it is. So as of now, the only video of a Goldstar CD-i 1200M. This is probably, if not the rarest, it is at least one of the rarest versions of the CD-i's, and I'm sure one of the rarest systems in existence. Here's the input to the PAL and NTSC switch, because these can, I think, output between PAL and NTSC video. Wait for it to focus. The power and battery lights that will turn on when the system's turned on. The volume slider, roller. The headphone jack input 1 where you could plug in your controller. The video out. And audio and video in. Which I'm not sure what kind of cable that is. It actually, you know what, it looks like maybe you could plug in a Sega Genesis AV cable in and use the AV as the in. I don't know. And here's the battery, but unfortunately, like all of these cells are dead, but you can replace them. And you can see the cells in there through that little vent. And this system overall is in really nice shape. Here's the AC adapter, so if you're going to get one, you're going to need these. Because otherwise, I have no idea what AC adapters are compatible. Or what. If you guys want, I'll show you the specs real fast. C50 45 watt output, 21 volts, dang. This was manufactured January 12th, 1996. Made in Korea. Pretty interesting. Now, I'm going to open this up and show you. Here it is. It has a 5.6 inch color LCD display. Here's the power button. The 1 and 2 buttons. Notice it does not have the 1, 2, and 3 buttons. But most of the games didn't really use it. The third button anyway. Here's the controls if you want to watch your VCD, because this has a built-in digital video cartridge. Here's the D-pad. This is actually not that bad, even it feels like a Sega Master System D-pad. Here's the open button. And in there I have Seventh Guest, which requires the digital video cartridge. Just to show you guys that there really is one built in. So let's turn it on and see. Takes a minute or so to turn on. Press play. And there's a ton of glare. Let's see, where is that thing? The refresh rate on the screen, on the camera it looks bad, but in real life, it's really good. Oh yeah, when these things came out, I believe they cost about $1,899, yeah. And they were designed for professional use. These were not marketed for the home consumer, and were marketed more towards professionals, because I doubt some parent was just gonna buy for their kid almost a $2,000 thing. And you gotta realize that the US dollar is worth more back then than it currently is now. So with inflation, I don't even want to know how much this thing costs. Because for the price of this, you could have bought, and then we see almost 3 Neo Geos. And what would you want, this or a Neo Geo? I would probably prefer the Neo Geo myself. And I can't figure out how to get through the store. But, trust me, you could get through that door. But, overall, this is a pretty good system. This system is extremely rare. This is the only one that I ever seen on eBay, and I bought it. This thing, wait a minute, the little battery light is blinking. Maybe the battery does work a little. I don't know, maybe I'll let it sit for a while and see if it charges, but I would recommend buying this if you could find it, or the 370, just because they're super rare. And because the 370, which is a rebranded version of this, unlike all the other CDIs that have the timekeeper problem, which also could affect if it works at all, or if it just keeps your saves, this doesn't have that problem. Well, in a way it does, because the battery dies, but unlike that, with the other models which have the battery built in, this just has a replaceable watch battery, which I believe you could replace in the bottom. Yeah, there it is. See? Just replace right there. So it probably takes you about 2 seconds to replace the battery, whereas it would take you, I don't know how long to replace the battery in the regular models. But if you ever see one of these, I definitely recommend getting it, because these are extremely rare. This right here is probably the rarest, if not one of the rarest CDI models, and for sure one of the rarest video game consoles. And here's the remote for it with the weird analog thing. Here's another remote I have for it with the world's worst D-pad. Can hardly move. All this stuff, if I didn't mention before, is in perfect condition. And here's probably one of the best controllers to get for the CDI. It's like a Genesis. And the D-pad's not that bad. Well, here's just a video of the Goldstar CD-i. I don't have much more to say. Well, see you guys later.